What's going on? It's episode 23 of Survival of the Fitted. We got a guest today, but before we get to him, I want to say my nickname for the week.
Oh my God, do you have a nickname now?
Yes. And
what is going on?
My nickname is Ian, aka It's Never Too Late to Apologize, because apparently I committed a cardinal sin on the LeagueFits account over the weekend.
What was the sin?
So there's a picture of Darius Baisley, who's been doing his thing. He's been putting on clothes. He's been Mr. Put That Shit On. And there was like the picture had like a Benz truck in the background. So my caption was, big body Benz member. I used to be dusty. Because, you know, there's
absolutely
a Benz.
Disrespectful. Absolutely. There is a Benz, but a key component is not in the picture.
Right. Because, I mean, obviously Jalen Green wrote those lyrics. That's actually a Jalen Green rap song. Anyway, I've never seen the community so united, which actually warmed my heart. But every comment was like, Jalen picks only. And I just want to say I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's worth an apology.
Yeah.
On behalf of the LeagueFits dedicated audience and community, I accept your apology. Just don't let it happen again. Because it's Jalen Green we're talking about here. You know, he met a really cool dude.
You guys are best friends. From
we are the
LA
best
weekend.
of friends. Yeah.
So maybe you can pass on my apology to him.
I'll put a word in.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that.
No problem.
Joe, you texted me this morning really excited about something. What did you watch on YouTube?
Oh, so, okay. Cool video dropped on YouTube from GQ Sports. They've been killing it lately as far as the NBA content goes. And we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander going through some of his most iconic tunnel fits. Not going to lie. Obviously, I've seen Shai Gilgeous-Alexander walk through the tunnel 2 million times now. Never really heard him talk about his clothes like that, but I heard him talk this morning about his clothes, and like it gave me like a newfound respect for like him putting on clothes. It's not just like, oh, this looks cool, whatever. Like he understands like key components of fashion and style and layering and all these different things. And I don't know, it kind of took me off guard a little bit.
Yeah, I feel that. Shai's Mr. Put That Shit On. Like nothing that he puts on like looks like uncomfortable. And I don't mean like comfort as in like cozy, but like looks like out of place.
Yeah, I agree on that one.
And it's hard to do that. Especially now because you see so many guys that are trying to be Shai now and they just look uncomfortable in what they're wearing. So I respect that a lot.
Yeah. He also was like, yeah, man, like anytime I have like sought after shoes or whatever, he always wears like flared pants just to cover him up. I'm like, you know how cool you have to be to have cool shit and not even want to show it off? Like that's actually hard. That's
the ultimate flex, I think.
Yeah, that's hard.
What'd you do this weekend? Anything eventful?
What did Joe Williams do this weekend? I don't think I did anything cool this weekend, but I think one of us may have stuck into a concert if you want to go further in depth with that one.
Yeah, so it was my first time sneaking into a concert. My girlfriend's friend's friend was at this concert for this band called Rüfüs Du Sol. I hadn't heard of it, but apparently it's a big EDM band. They did like 3 days at the LAFC stadium. And so he was like, yo, pull up to this thing. Like we didn't have tickets. So we pulled up. We're like, well, let's get something at the box office. Box office is like, nah, this shit's sold out. And like, you know, we just took the Uber from West Hollywood and it's like south of downtown. Like, you know, that's like a $45 Uber. You know what I mean?
Sheesh, Uber, Trojan condoms soon on the way.
Yeah, you guys will have to listen to the rest of the episode to understand. But yes, Joe's pitching an Uber Trojan condom collab. But anyway, so I'm like, guys, like we can't just leave. Otherwise, like we Uber back and we've spent $90 for no reason. So we take a lap around this like stadium, right? And we noticed like this one part of the fence is like a door. And it doesn't look like that, but we saw like a pizza man walk out of it. And so my girlfriend's friend like is asking the guy, he's like, yo, like that's a door? And he's like, yeah. And she's like, can you let us in? And he was like, yeah, for like $300.
Whoa, pizza man.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on?
The Bank of America Stadium pizza man, Bank of California, whatever. Respect the hustle. But then I look at this dude, I'm like, wait, it's a door? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, why would we need you to open it? Can't we just walk through it? And he was like, $100.
I'll meet you in the middle, 150.
And I was like, no. It's like you flew too close to the sun. And anyway, so then like we're talking to this guy still, and my girlfriend has already, like, we don't even notice. She has just walked away, left me, and then her friend, and walked in. Like, we look to the right, and Kara, who you've met, is just walking, and we see the door close, like this fence close. And I was like, my boy, we gotta bounce. And we made it into this concert, and then we even finagled our way down into, like, because it was at a soccer field, like onto the field. And like, I didn't know any of the songs. But it was like cool. It was like a little adrenaline rush just for sneaking in. I was kind of tapped out though. Someone was like, I feel like I'm at Coachella. And I was like, this is not like Frank Ocean goes to Coachella.
Man.
Great story though. Yeah, that was my experience.
One of us snuck into a Rüfüs Doofus concert, and the other one stood and studied the whole weekend.
What are you studying for?
What am I studying? Communications. Learning how to talk to people. That's always fun.
Ooh, speaking of talking to people.
Who did we talk to this week?
We talked to Shaqir O'Neal. The brother of Sharif, the son of Shaq, and just a cool ass hooper over at Texas Southern. And we asked about his thoughts on collabs, like Gucci Xbox, Instapot Rude, all the above. We talked about him about sitting on the Rick chair, which if you've a long-time listener, you know that the Rick chair is very important to me and Joe. And anyway.
Long-time listener of 2 weeks. Very long time. Just extremely long time.
Anyway, y'all go tap into this interview.
Go follow Survival of the Fitted wherever you get your podcast. Tell them that intern Joe sent you. Click the follow button. Go follow Survival of the Fitted. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 23 of Survival of the Fitted. We're chilling here with your boy, intern Joe, aka your auntie's favorite co-host. We got none other than Shaqir O'Neal in the building. How you feeling, my guy?
Feeling good. How about y'all?
It's been chilling.
Blessed and highly favored.
For sure.
So I gotta ask, you keep up with music, I'm assuming. Did you see the sweater that Kendrick Lamar wore to that festival in Vegas? Day in Vegas.
No, I actually didn't. But.
Bro, okay. Have you seen the sweater that Brandon Ingram wore on like LeagueFits like yesterday?
Yeah, I saw that.
So Kendrick Lamar basically wore that sweater, but the arms were like so, like you couldn't see. It was like the longest sweater I've ever seen. And I'm feeling kind of on board with, like, I feel like that Kendrick Lamar outfit, which is pretty similar to that Brandon Ingram one, should be like the model for what we wear on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it's kind of tough. I mean, was he performing with it?
He was performing with it, bro. He was like whipping around the stage and shit. Like all this, like there was like an extra like foot of sleeve hanging off, and you just whipping around everywhere.
Yeah, I like.
Am I the only one who hasn't seen this? I gotta look it up now.
Got to. You got to watch the video. Like, fuck the pictures. Like, you got to watch the video. But it made me think. I was like, I think this is what I know that was like a performance outfit, but I was like, this is what I want to wear to Thanksgiving. So I have to ask, like, Shaqir, like, what's your go-to Thanksgiving outfit?
My go-to Thanksgiving outfit? Probably something comfy, like some sweats. And I eat a lot, so...
No, really dive in. Give us is it baggy? Is it like a slim tech fleece? Like really get in there for us. What you wearing for Thanksgiving?
It's really simple. I'd say probably some sweats, some slides, and a tank top or something.
Damn, that's a barbecue fit. Goodness gracious. That man going to the cookout with it.
Everybody knows my family. I eat crazy, so I don't want to mess any of my good shirts up.
Yeah, I was telling Ian before this, I was like, bro, I'm pulling up to Thanksgiving with whatever's going to make the biggest family argument. You know what I'm saying? I'm pulling up with like the ripped jeans where like all the, you know what I mean? All the old family members like, why you got holes in your pants, young man? Like, shut up, grandpa. Like, you know what I mean? Like, pass me the, like, that's what I'm on. I'm trying to create some havoc in the building.
Well, on Christmas, I create some havoc. I always wear like some crazy sweater or something. Me and my brother Miles, we always wear like some funny sweaters. Something funny, like, I had one like Black Santa Claus on it one time, and he had some Rick and Morty one.
Wait, that's fire. You have to send us that photo for us to post afterwards.
All right, I got you.
No doubt. There's been some, I don't know if you've been noticing, but like brands are collabing a ton right now. And the latest collab I saw was the Gucci Xbox collab. Did you see that?
Yeah, that was fire.
For real? Are you going to cop a
Really?
Gucci? Are you going to cop a Gucci Xbox?
I mean, depends on how much it costs, but yeah, I will cop one. That's tough. I mean, because I feel like not that many people are gonna have it. It's gonna be pretty rare. So a Gucci Xbox sounds fire to me.
Do you guys feel like a Gucci Xbox would be cooler than like a Louis Vuitton PlayStation though?
No.
Right? I feel like they're both like the little brother brands.
Wait, is that it? Wait, is
Both.
PlayStation Louis like, is PlayStation Louis a real thing?
No, but it's like Louis
I'm an
is to
Xbox
PlayStation
guy,
as Xbox is to Gucci.
I'm an Xbox guy too. Don't worry.
I'm an Xbox
Joe's
guy, so I'll have to get the Gucci.
Oh man. Dang,
Joe's-
I got someone on here.
Joe's been trying to convert me for a minute.
I
But
started off-
it's such a random collab. Like the first thing I thought when I saw it is like, what does Gucci get out of this?
Yeah, I don't think I'd ever think they would be collabing, but it's been happening a lot. Like I've seen like lots of brands collab with each other that you wouldn't think would be collabing with each other.
Right. Like it's so completely random. I wonder, like, does your Warzone character get like a Gucci belt? Like, how does this work?
That would be fire. Or I think in Fortnite you can get like a Gucci bag or something.
That would be cool. Joe's a big Fortnite guy. Joe, would you
Oh,
carry
God.
a Gucci bag
Here we
for
go.
your guy?
I'm chilling off Fortnite right now. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get my life settled, and you know what I mean. So I gotta chill off Fortnite. It's up to. I'll leave it to Ian for the Fortnite right now.
Okay, respect. So, in the spirit of like all these random collabs, we came up with like a little game. It's like a rapid fire. And we're going to give you like 10 brands one at a time, Shaqir, and you're going to think of the first brand that could, like, don't think about it. Just the first brand that comes to mind afterwards, you're going to say, and that's what the collab would be. And it can be completely random because Gucci and Xbox just did it. So anything's possible.
All right.
All right. So the first one is Rick Owens.
Rick Owens and Stone Island.
Okay. iPhone.
And Xbox.
Crocs.
I like that one.
Crocs and Louis Vuitton.
That'd be fire. Wendy's.
Wendy's and PS5.
Okay. Wait, no, we got to pause. What is the Wendy's PS5 collab look like? Is that a burger? Is that a Wendy's themed console? You got to explain that one real quick.
I'd say Wendy's themed console, controller, make a few shirts or something.
Like a burger controller, right?
PS5.
That's what I was thinking.
That's
Like
the
a
deal.
controller would be hard.
Okay. Respect. Okay, the next one is Tesla.
I'd say Tesla and Supreme or Bape.
That would be fire. Beats by Dre.
Beats by Dre and something with Takashi Murakami.
I would actually buy that. CVS.
CVS and Gap.
Head and Shoulders.
Target.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Yeah, I think that actually already exists. But Asics, like the sneaker.
Yeezy.
An Asics Yeezy? Is this a boot? Is this a running shoe? Talk to us real quick.
I'd say both. I'd say they make a couple versions. They can even make like a basketball shoes, something you can hoop in.
I'd mess with that. Uber.
Uber?
Yeah.
Like car Uber?
Yeah, like skirt, Uber.
Skirt. There we go.
I'd say Uber and
Like Trojan condoms or something. That's the one thing that popped in my head.
I'd
Isn't
say
that why we take Ubers? Like, isn't that why we hop in Ubers now? It's 2021, fellas.
I'd say like Microsoft, so you can do like some cool technology.
Okay.
Uber.
Let's stop for a moment. Both of you have collabs. I want both of you to elevator pitch me Like, say I work at Uber, Shaqir, you're Microsoft, Joe, you're Trojan Condoms. Joe, why don't you go first? Pitch me on why we should work together. Like
How
30
you doing,
seconds
sir?
or less.
You know what I mean? Thank you for seeing me in this elevator right now. When you take Ubers at 2 a.m., you know what I mean, and you're feeling in your zone, why not get a Trojan condom collaboration with Uber? You know, it's like the best of both worlds, 2-in-1. Combine both of the reasons together. Let's make it happen.
Okay,
You know what I
intern
mean?
Joseph, what is the product? What is in it for my brand?
I didn't get that far, but it's that definitely
All
has
right,
shock
next.
value. Definitely has
Next,
shock value.
Shaqir, talk to me. Microsoft, why should Uber collab with you right now?
Uber should collab with Microsoft because when you're in a long Uber ride on the way to see your girl on the way to see you, you get bored. You can put some technology. You might be able to put an Xbox in there. Just something to play around with while you're on the ride with your friends. Do some fun activity.
All right, I'm giving the bag to Shaqir, and clearly Texas Southern has prepared him more than San Jose State has. Sorry.
Disrespectful.
And I got one more brand, and this was a collab I actually saw this weekend on accident, but Instapot, like like Crock-Pot.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen a Crock-Pot?
Oh yeah, I have. But
Yeah.
I add something to that.
Yeah.
Let me think. I'd say NBA 2K.
Actually, that kind of makes sense. You let your shit simmer while you're on the game. Like that kind of makes sense. Instead of timing it like let it simmer for 3 hours, it's like let it go for 4 rec games.
Yeah.
I messed with that. What I actually saw this weekend, I was at my girl's homegirls with her, and she had a rude, like Ruigi, like a rude crock pot on her island. I was like, did you buy this? And she was like, no, it was just sent to me. I have no idea how, but I got this. And then I was like, these collabs are out of hand.
I would want to see Kanye do something with like North Face or like how he did something with Gap, but like I feel like if he went to like a smaller brand, his mix, like cool. But like when North Face collab with Supreme, that was fire. I feel like Kanye could do some fire with it.
Yeah, Kanye can just go.
What are your guys' favorite collabs? Like, what are your guys' favorite collabs?
You go first, Shaqir.
I'd say North Face and Supreme, and yeah, that's probably my favorite one. That's the one I have because I have like a lot of North Face and Supreme stuff. So yeah, that's my favorite one.
How about you, Joe?
I would say like the Rick Owens Doc Martin one.
Yes,
like that's the only one that made sense for me.
That
one was hard.
That one's mine.
You know what was really lame? Like, do you guys remember? Or obviously you would. The Louis Vuitton Supreme collab. That shit was horrendous. Like that monogram sweatshirt that was like $10,000. That shit was horrendous.
Shaqir, don't lie. Did you have it?
Oh no, my parents. I was young when it came out. My parents would never ever buy me.
Okay, I was like, because you grew up in LA, right?
Yeah, it got played out quickly.
Okay, I feel like every LA kid had the Supreme Louis hoodie.
Yeah. It was tough for a minute though, but the bag. I like the bag, the backpack.
The bag's alright. Yeah. The bag is the one passable piece.
Yeah,
like the you mean like the duffel, right?
Yeah, I would think the duffel and the backpack.
Yeah. Those are solid.
Yeah, agree.
But speaking of collabs, you're doing something with Boohoo Man right now. Do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah. So basically, I'm doing like campaign, like a little tall edit just to show that like hoopers or someone that's tall as me can wear something like comfy, swaggy, just like a little model vibes. I just think it's unique to me and people like me because I know a lot of basketball players are really into fashion, and over the years it's gotten bigger and bigger. Like, I mean, soon basketball players are gonna take over with drip.
I think so. Dude, like 5 years ago, like NBA players weren't at Fashion Week. Now they're like front row.
Yeah, and I think my like collab with them is just about me making a statement and just doing it with my own style.
Yeah. So you helped design then?
Yeah, I picked out most of them for a little photo shoot we did.
What kind of pieces did you do? Is it like hoodies, cargos? Like what's up?
It's like it's really kind of everything. Hoodies, cargos, the place that we took the photos was like in the desert. It was real cool. I think Don Tolliver actually filmed a music video there like a couple days after we took the photos over there. But it's like, I feel like a lot of people are going to be surprised, but everyone who's seen it in my family was like, whoa, it's fire.
All right, shit. Well, we'll stay tapped in, right, Joe?
Same, yeah. And how tall are you?
I'm like, last time I was 6'7", but everybody keeps saying I'm taller. But.
Same, yeah, same. About the same height. That's crazy. What do you know?
So speaking of taking pictures in the desert, me and Joe were just having this conversation the other day because whenever I post on my personal gram, I send the pictures to Joe and I'm like, hey, is this a story post or a grid post? And he was like, what's the difference? And I'm like, how the fuck are you the LeagueFits intern and you don't know the difference? So, we were looking at your Instagram this weekend. You got a lot of posts on there. Curious, can you define what makes a photo a grid post versus something that just goes on the story?
I'd say, well, for me, when I post something, I was like, that's something that I really want a lot of people to see. Mostly everybody to see, all my followers. It's like something that's going to stay on there for a long time. For my story, if you follow me, like my story is really just, if I'm on my Instagram scroll and I see something I have interest in or like I'm a fan of, I'll just repost it to show like everybody follows me. And a lot of times you get people who have the same interest as me. So we just connected that. Or I'll just post where, I feel like your stories like post where you're at, what you're doing, or something you like, or supporting your friend. And then your grid post is like strictly for you, like mainly you.
Yeah. I feel that. So if you were wearing like the full like Louis Supreme getup, like if we sent that to you right now, would that go on the story or the grid?
I gotta take a fire flick, and if it's fire enough, it's going on the grid.
Okay, bet. That's good to know. Good to know. And speaking of your grid, last week, so 2 weeks ago, Joe was in LA and we went to the Rick Owens store on La Brea. Mm-hmm. And they opened up the dressing room, and the Rick chair where like his ass is like pointed at the ceiling.
Yeah.
They opened the door and I audibly like yelped. I was like, yo! Like I thought like Rick Owens was like dead in the La Brea store. And I'm going through your grid and I'm like getting changed, trying some things on. And I'm like just staring at Rick the whole time, just tweaking out. Then I go to your grid and you sat on Rick. And I just want to know what it felt like to sit on the Rick Owens chair.
Well, like I'm really into fashion. So I'm like a big fan of Rick Owens. Like he has like a lot of crazy sculptures around the world. And I just feel like that's a really iconic one. And I seen a couple of my friends, one of my friends did it. And I just thought like it was sick, so I had to do it.
Did you like gain any wisdom? Did you like sit on Rick and then like put like just like I don't know, like fashion knowledge was ingrained in your veins? Like, did you feel anything?
I kind of when I posted it, I felt like oh yeah, I feel like I was Rick Owens for a second. I mean, a lot of people were just like, oh, that's cool. I was with my brother Sharif and Bobo. We all took a photo, but I'm the only one.
That's tough.
That's hard.
And so I think before we head out, it is the LeagueFits podcast. So we got its happens to just a few NBA trending topics.
Sure.
You've seen all like the tank top fits that Russell Westbrook's been wearing?
Yep.
Sun's out, guns out. Is it back in? Yes or no?
It's always been. It's never went away. But I feel like for Russell Westbrook, he's ripped, so it looks way better on him. But
yeah,
I wear a tank top almost every day. So yeah.
So you have to be ripped to really pull it off then?
Oh, no, you don't have to. I mean, it might look better, but I just say, if you like wearing tank tops, wear tank tops. I like wearing tank tops. So.
Joe's pretty skinny. What would you say? How would you say he should style a tank top?
My thing is like, is this meant for tall people? Because me and Shaqir are 6'7", so I don't know if we can really just pull up in some tank tops like that.
I mean,
I'm definitely 6'7".
I'm skinny too. I'll be wearing tank tops still. But yeah, I think that's fine.
I feel that. And then I have to ask, because you're an LA guy, do you follow that Instagram account, Overheard LA?
No, I've never heard of it.
So it's this account that basically like when you hear the craziest shit when you're in LA. So like when people are out and about, you hear someone else say something, you can submit it to the account, and literally they just post like quotes that people said. And one that I saw yesterday was, it was like, and it said that where it was like fan at Staples Center points to Anthony Davis. And they were like, that's the guy who stole my table at Nobu. And I want to ask, because, you know, you're a big name. Have you ever stolen someone's table at Nobu?
I only been to Nobu twice, and it was with my big homie Brandon Jennings. And
I knew it was going to be a Brandon thing because he is there. It feels like every week. Tell us your Nobu Brandon Jennings story.
I mean, that's like, at this point, that's like my uncle, his family, love him. And then he just told me, my brother Sharif and Miles, we just pulled up Malibu. He had already set up, and he would just like, it was my first time, so he was just like showing us the new food. We were just talking about life and basketball. And then we tried this Wagyu steak. He put on a hot round.
Mm-hmm.
That was probably the best steak I ever had. And then everybody kept asking for pictures. And then, yeah. But I mean, he probably stole some of my table. So I mean, I only been to Nobu like twice in my life.
That's tough. That's 2 more times than Joe. So you're doing pretty well.
Goodness gracious, man. It's always a 6'7" guy who gets the butt of the jokes. It's crazy.
I know. You hate to see it. Don't worry. When you put on your platform docs, you're 6'9".
Something like that. I think when I put on the Rick Owens and Doc Martens, I'm 6'10".
Always gotta add it. Like,
Yeah.
True. Well, yo, thank you so much for tapping in today. We're definitely going to keep an eye out for when does your collab drop with Boohoo, man?
I think tonight at 8.
Oh shit. Well, for everyone listening, we recorded this on Monday, so this drops Tuesday. By the time you hear this, it's already out, so go check it out.
I'm sure. Thank you guys for having me.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Stay solid,
dude.
Yo, go follow Survival of the Fitted wherever you get your podcasts. And then have 3 of your friends follow the podcast. And then have 3 of their friends follow the podcast. And then boom, it's the LeagueFits pyramid.